Lampy. We're a few days away from round one, a big clash against the Cats. How's the group feeling? Are we excited? It's been a very long pre-season.
Yeah, it has been a long pre-season. We've sort of been training since probably we started back in Feb. So it's been a big build into the games, but yeah, the vibe around the group is that we're just really pumped to be playing, especially the Cats, because obviously we got knocked out by them last year. So we're keen to, put some scores on the board, so to speak, and have a good game this weekend.
We're coming off 2 practice matches from the pre-season. They're obviously to learn lots of things. What do you think were the biggest takeaways for the team?
Yeah, we had a few good learnings. And yeah, 2 losses, which I think has been good. We've learned a lot from them, but I think, yeah, a lot of the key takeaways is just how good we are when we are connected as a team. So I think going into round one, we're just going to make sure that we're super connected and across the lines, really clear on our roles, and know how our roles impact others as well.
So connection, obviously a talking point. So in pre-season we had 9 new players. Was that connection piece like a real focus heading into this season, because you're trying to get to know each other, how you play? Is that the key?
Sort of. The new players took a lot of ownership early in the pre-season, driving a lot of the social things that we had going on at the club and in the team. So we had a few good camping trips and social activities together, which they drove. So it kind of feels like they've been around the group for a very long time. So when we actually came into official pre-season, it kind of just felt like they'd been around for months. So yes, but also no.
And then in the game plan of Melbourne, we obviously focus a lot on contest and defence. Contest was massive last year, but probably dropped off in the defence towards finals. Do you think that was also a key takeaway for the girls? Yeah,
absolutely. And previous years we've definitely strived on being a really good defensive team. So this year again, we're going to make sure that our contest is really on point, but then also we're not getting scored against as much as we were last year as well.
In terms of your own role, how are you feeling? How are you shaping up? Where will we see you out on the field?
I'll be a bit further up the ground, so I'll be across the midfield rather than in defence, but still strongly focused on defence and making sure that I'm linking up with our defenders and making sure we're not getting scored on as much. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to having a bit of a fresh role. I've been down in defence for a few seasons, so it's nice to learn some new things and have a new line coach. So I'm really looking forward to playing myself.
And you've actually been named in our leadership group this year. We haven't spoken to you since you were named amongst Paxi, Kate and Tyler. How have you found that new role, and why did you want to be a part of it?
Well, it's kind of just felt like a pretty natural progression. And it was I'm kind of proud of it because I was voted in by the players. So they're the opinions that I care about the most. So to get voted in by the rest of the playing group was pretty cool. But yeah, it's been good to work alongside Kate and Hanksy and Paxi, because they just got really wise heads and know a lot about the game and themselves and the team. So yeah, it's really cool to be a part of that and help lead the group.
This is probably a tricky question, but in terms of a leader, how do you see yourself leading? Is it more of an on-field presence, or do you really get those connections off-field?
A bit of both. I think I've got some really good connections off-field, but I think that helps on-field with how I play, but then also with how I lead as well. But yeah, I think on-field for me, part of my role is to connect the group across lines. So I think that's how I lead on-field.
Looking ahead to the season, I know you're probably thinking the classic 1 week at a time headspace, but is there any matchups that the group's really looking forward to?
Oh, I honestly haven't thought too far ahead. We've been training down in Casey a bit. So the furthest I've probably looked ahead is Brisbane round 2. So we've kind of played the conditions out there recently, training down at Casey. But oh gosh, other than that,
Brisbane's a pretty good matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, Brisbane's a good matchup, and I feel like we've got a pretty good rivalry against them. So I'm keen to play against them.
Keen to hear more from the Ds? Subscribe here.